This is where, if you want to make your own, in the summertime, I grow an herb garden at home. And basil is one of those ingredients that seems to just grow and grow and grow and grow. And at the end of the summer, I have, you know, I start out in the spring real adventurous and I get all these little plants. And then by the end of summer, I have so many herbs, and I cook a lot, but I can't use them all. This is one of those things that you can take. The basil is the primary ingredient in pesto, but you can also buy prepared pesto down here in the grocery store. But you can take fresh basil leaves, a lot of it, a cup or so. I'll give you an approximate, like a cup, maybe 2 cups of basil leaves, fresh grated Parmesan cheese, pine nuts, and olive oil, salt and pepper. Blend those together, or chop up the basil and all of the nuts and all of that in there, salt and pepper, and then stream in the olive oil, and that's what you get. And garlic, got to have garlic. And you get a prepared basil. If you make it yourself at the end of the summer when you got a ton of basil, it freezes beautifully. Just put it on like wax paper in little tablespoons full and freeze it. Put it in a Ziploc, you know, freeze it hard and then put them in a Ziploc bag, take one out whenever you need it, and it stays fresh and beautiful. So you can make your own, but today we're doing about easy and convenience, so we just bought some. But that's what pesto is. It's delicious. This is really good too, because we won't use all this jar. You can cook some pasta, whatever shape you like, and then just put this over the hot pasta. Fabulous. And then shave some fresh Parmesan over it. Go ahead. This is down there, this brand I found where the spaghetti sauces, the jarred spaghetti sauces are. There's 3 or 4 different kinds down there. It's there, and it was somewhere else and I've forgotten now because I walked the whole store this morning. But I found this over there where the jarred pasta sauces are. You can sometimes find it in the little tubs like this in the dairy section. In the deli, can you get it in the deli? But I'm telling you, in the summer, if you grow an herb garden, make it and freeze it. And it stays just all winter long, and it's beautiful and it's delicious. Again, this is one of my favorite little ingredients, and this is a rotisserie chicken that they sell in the stores. You can get them hot, you can get them cold. You can get them flavored, lemon, pepper, barbecued. This one's just plain. Such a time saver, because you cannot cook a chicken at home as inexpensively as you can buy one that they do here in the store. And it's delicious, and they're so, so versatile. And if you want an easy weeknight meal, and I cannot get that, well, we'll get him off in a minute. If you want an easy weeknight meal, get a chicken, a rotisserie chicken. I do so many things with rotisserie chicken because it really is delicious. And the fat bastes off of it as they're cooking it on those things, and it really is very, very good. So we're gonna get the meat off. Okay, I probably should have done this ahead of time, but oh well. Come on in. So we're going to use a couple of cups of the meat, the white and the dark meat. It's a messy job, but it smells good, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast, so I'm starving up here. I'm like, I can't wait to eat. Well, we're off. I'm ready to eat. So just take the meat off, the white and the dark. If you don't like the dark, you don't have to use the dark, but you get the point. Just kind of taking the meat. This is also one of those recipes, if you don't want to use the rotisserie chicken, you can roast your own chicken, or you can use leftover chicken. You could use leftover turkey. This is one of those times, you know, at Thanksgiving or whenever you cook a turkey. I cook turkey year round. If you've got tons of it left over and you're tired of turkey sandwiches, or you're tired of turkey soups or whatever you make, this is a great use. You could substitute turkey if you wanted to. And we'll go with that. You get the point of it here. Let just do this. Don't want to waste it. And then take your chicken and cut it into bite-sized pieces, or rip it with your fingers, whatever you want to do. Make sure you don't get any bones in there, and I've got one right there. I get asked a whole lot from viewers that they want to know who eats all the food that we cook on the show. And I keep telling her, she's back there, I keep telling her, I said, you need to get shots of the camera, because about this time, with the, you know, when I'm wrapping up the program and I've got a few seconds left, there have been times when they're standing around the little place where I cook with fork in hand, ready to eat. I have a whole crew of people. Well, it's not a big crew. We have, what, about 6, I guess, probably all said and done, that eat. They love cooking days when we take the program. Rebecca's back there. She's been up at the station when I've done the live telethon, haven't you, Rebecca? She's my, I won't embarrass her, but I'll tell you, she's been such an inspiration to me on this show, because she really has helped me to gear the program toward what the viewers need and want to see. Excuse me just a minute. I'll be back. My hands were nasty. All right. Now, here's where we can have fun. Maybe, if I can. Let's just do it this way. And we'll flip it over to the front side. And we're going to add, this is just jarred, drained, roasted red peppers, which is so very, very, very good. If you've never had a roasted red pepper, you need to go down there and get a jar and take them home tonight, because they are so very good. If you have a garden and you have red peppers, they're very easy to do. Put a little olive oil or canola oil on the outside, 450-degree oven till they're black. Take them out, put them in a bowl, put some saran wrap over it, let it set for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. It steams off the skin, then take off the outer black part, and what you're left with is this, and it is a delicious treat. Completely transforms the flavor of a red pepper. But you can also buy them in the jar right down there, which I do quite often. They add just a little bit of a sweetness, but a smokiness, because that grilling or the charcoaling or however they do theirs, it adds a smoky flavor to it, and it's really delicious. So I really, really like red peppers too, so I use them a lot. Add that. That was one whole jar, which had 2 peppers in it, two red peppers in it. We're going to add some olives. Now, this is where, if you don't like olives, don't put them in there. I love olives. I love all kinds of olives. And so I'm using a mixture today of black and green, just plain old black olives and plain green olives. If you have Kalamata olives, fabulous in this recipe. But these are good too. And I'm just going to chop them up just a little bit. Kind of get those green ones cut in half. And then just add them to my salad. Delicious. I like olives, so I put a lot in there. And some feta cheese. Feta cheese is a briny, saltier cheese. It's a Greek cheese that you can get packed in brine. If you're going to use that kind, you need to drain it and then just crumble it with your fingers. Comes dry packed, you crumble it with your fingers, or you can buy it already crumbled. And that's what we did. Feta cheese is delicious. It's salty. So you make sure you don't add, because you're dealing with olives, which are salty, and feta cheese, which is salty. So you wouldn't want to add any extra salt to it. If you don't like feta, you could substitute blue cheese. You could even put a little, if you like cheddar, you could use cheddar cheese, whatever you like. Half a cup or so, whatever amount. And then some, again, I'm going to use some almonds. Whatever kind of nut you like. If you don't like nuts, leave them out. That will be fine. But it adds that crunch. It's that texture thing. And then your pesto, which, let me tell you, it will separate, and you will need to stir it up because the oil separates from the little vinegar and the, or not vinegar, but the garlic and the bait. Look how pretty. And this is your dressing. That's what this is. This is going to be the dressing for the chicken. And I would serve this over some greens. About half a cup, which is almost this whole jar. It's a very strong flavored ingredient. Lots of garlic, which most Italian food has a lot of garlic in it. And I need a spoon here. And just stir that up. You could serve this over pasta if you wanted to. Would be delicious. But today we're going to serve it over some greens. You could serve it, you know what you could do? You could take a tomato and, you know, cut out the hollow out of tomato and put that down in a tomato. It would be delicious cold. You could take that same tomato, sprinkle it with this, put this in it, sprinkle it with a little bit of breadcrumb, drizzle it with a little olive oil, put it under your broiler for like 5 or 10 minutes. It would be fabulous. So this is a jumping off point that you can customize to whatever you like. There's so many different uses for something like that. And then I would serve it tonight over some greens, which is delicious. And that's an easy recipe that you could whip up any night of the week and go outside and have a picnic on your porch. And there is your pesto chicken salad that you can make.